Hello cookbook friends, this is Carrie with Cookbook Divas, and I'm very excited to look through this Ukrainian cookbook with you today. This is Summer Kitchens, Recipes and Reminiscences from Every Corner of Ukraine by Olia Hercules. She wrote Mamushka, another cookbook that I loved. Alright, starting off with a picture of the author. The publisher is Weldon Owen. Not sure when it came out because they never put that at the front of the book. It is 2020, fairly new. All right, let's check out the table of contents. Chapter 1, Fermenting, Pickling, and Preserving, exactly what I would expect from a Ukrainian or Russian cookbook. Chapter 2, Breakfast and Bites, then Broths and Soups, Bread, Pasta, and Dumplings, probably going to be my favorite chapter. Vegetables, Meat and Fish, Cakes, Desserts, and Pastries. All right, let's get into it. The Summer Kitchen. This cookbook is not just about cooking in the summer. It is about a very special place, the perfect prism through which to look at Ukraine's culinary culture in all its regional, climatic, and seasonal diversity. The author grew up in the south of Ukraine in a small town called Kakhovka. Apart from having a regular kitchen indoors, we had something else. A separate little house, nothing glamorous, just a one-room brick structure which we called Litnia Kunia Summer Kitchen. This is brilliant. It was situated in our courtyard closer to the place where we grew our fruit and vegetables. I love this idea because when it's hot, you can cook out there and not heat up your actual house with the kitchen cooking fires, ovens. I love this. Here's a cute little picture of it. So I'm looking forward to reading the whole introduction later, but we don't have time here. Here's more pictures of her summer kitchen. I love this idea because it's hot here in Seattle. We don't have air conditioning. Most people I know don't have it. And I turned on my oven this morning to make breakfast potatoes, and I'm really regretting it because it heated up the house. So, a taste of Ukraine. Ooh, here's some beautiful berries in a jar. Okay. First chapter, Fermenting, Pickling, and Preserving the September Sessions. And if you are someone who pickles, ferments, and preserves in September, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below this video. I don't know how to can or pickle or jar, and I'd like to learn. I'm going to work on that this year. Okay. She writes that the beginning of autumn always signaled it was time to preserve and let things go sour, as we say in Ukraine. Here's a pickle jar. Oh, the recipe is quick fermented cucumbers. Here's one for sauerkraut with whole cabbage leaves. Fermented kagaz, something, stuffed peppers. I don't know what kagaz is. Fermented chilies. Okay, you get the drift. I gotta move to the next chapter because... But I have to show you this first. I can't show you the whole book, but I have to show you... They're fermenting watermelons. What? I hadn't thought of that. Okay. Fermented damsons. Fermented physalis? Don't know what that is. I'm not familiar with that food. Sour eggplant with mint and chile. That sounds really good. But I got to get to the next chapter. Of course, there's pickled cabbage with beets. Of course. Zucchini caviar. I gotta get on. Chili paste. Okay. Dried smoked pears? What? I've never heard of such a thing. Here I'm trying to not show you the whole book, but this is fascinating. Okay. Fermented baked milk. That's interesting. Don't know. Okay. Ooh, and here's beet kvass. Very refreshing. Okay. I gotta get to another chapter, but this is a very big and heavy cookbook and my hand is hurting. Breakfast and Bites. Okay, from sunrise to sunset. She writes, we do not do snacks as such in Ukraine, or at least we didn't used to. You had to have a substantial breakfast and the biggest meal of the day was about 1 in the afternoon. Supper would be light and early. We rarely ate past 6 p.m., maybe just a cup of tea and an open sandwich. That's kind of what my boyfriend and I are doing right now. Gigantic breakfast, big lunch, and then tiny dinner. Okay, this recipe is rock and roll pancakes. Pancakes with mushrooms and chicken. Ooh, I love savory pancakes. Buckwheat drop scones does not sound or look very appealing to me personally, no offense. Puffed omelet with broccoli, yum. Is a puffed omelet the same thing as a frittata? It kind of looks like one. Pumpkin rice porridge. I would totally eat that in autumn. Curd cheese with green onions, herbs, and radishes. Spread on a thick, crusty bread. Sounds good. Here's a picture of a kid and some sheep. Not sure what that has to do with the cookbook. Whipped garlic sallow on rye. I bet that's amazing, and I love rye bread. Okay. Burnt eggplant, eggs with horseradish, mayonnaise, and wild garlic. So basically deviled eggs. Now we're in the broths and soups chapter. A nourishing bowl. She has an entire section on borscht. I guess she figured people would ask about it. And I just mispronounced it because she spelled it borscht. And some pictures of tomatoes. Okay, spring lamb broth. Borscht with duck and smoked pears. The smoked pears from the earlier chapter. Southern borscht with a giant dumpling. Fish broth with dill and garlic liok. Don't know that term. Mushroom broth with sour pickles. I'm vegetarian and that sounds amazing. I would eat that in a heartbeat. Now we're in the bread, pasta, and dumplings chapter. The alchemy of flour and water. And another picture of a summer kitchen house. Cute. She says in Ukraine, people regularly used to make bread without commercial yeast. My Aunt Liuda, for example, just lets mashed potato go sour overnight, then uses this to help leaven her traditional Easter bread or pashka. The flat brown cake of Ukrainian bread rye starter. I haven't had much luck with starters. Here's a bread recipe that looks amazing. Here's sourdough for beginners. Here are some adorable, here's Ukrainian wedding bread. Wow. And then I don't know what these are because it doesn't say, but look at these gorgeous cookies. Whoa. I'm giving you a second to let that sink in so you can see them. Okay. Yeasted buns with slow roast pork inside them. Fried flatbreads with cheese. Yum. Carpathian buns with mushrooms. Oh, here comes the pasta. Tatar pasta bows with garlic, yogurt and walnuts. That looks like a lot of work. Dumplings with beans and potato. Oh, that sounds perfect for autumn and winter when it's raining or snowing. Okay, we just changed to another chapter, I think. Well, here's lazy dumplings with green beans, poppy seeds, and crispy shallots. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on here. I think they're talking about pierogies or something, or dumplings. Lots of work. I've taken classes on making dumplings. It's a lot of work. Okay, vegetables from field and forest. And another summer house picture. Carpathian beets and mushrooms. Yum. My boyfriend and I love beets and mushrooms, so I'll probably have to make this. Cucumber yogurt and nutmeg. So a little different than, say, tzatziki. Big slices of cucumber. That looks so refreshing for summer. Love it. Here's little peppers with tomato sauce. Too peppery for me. I can't do it. Tomato and mulberry salad. I'm not sure I have access to mulberries here in Seattle. I wonder what I could substitute. Apple, celery, and kraut salad. That seems very Ukrainian to me. Butterbean, red onion, and celery salad. And I have cans and cans of butterbean and didn't know how to use them up. So now I've got an idea. And I could serve it cold because it's summer. Cabbage and cucumber salad. I'm not a cabbage fan, are you? I'll eat it. Beets with apple and nuts. That's a nice way to prepare them, with some bread and some cheese. Simple. Zucchini fritters. Who doesn't love fried food? Okay, I need to go ahead because I can't show you the whole book. But look, it's a barley, bean, and mushroom casserole. Imagine that on a really cold, rainy day when you've been out working or doing errands. Love it. Vegetable casserole. Fried tomatoes with garlic and cheese. Polenta. Crushed potatoes with fava beans. Okay, meat and fish. I'll try and go through fast because I don't have all day. Pot roast chicken cooked in herby creme fraiche. How about slow roast pork with kraut and dried fruit? And goat and onion stew with creamy mash. I'm not sure where I would buy goat in Seattle. Whole Foods, maybe? Ukrainian blood sausage. No, thank you. Braised ox tongue. Not sure where you would get ox tongue in the US, but maybe don't know. Now we're in fish. Pan-fried turbot. Is it turbot or turbo? Don't know. Ooh, I skipped ahead to cakes, desserts, and pastries. Okay, sorry that meat chapter was so brief. Poppy seed cake with elderflower and strawberries. Gorgeous. Potato dough dumplings with plums and honey. Sounds good. Flourless poppy seed cake. I like flour. Pistachio Napoleon? How about... Oh, that's a better picture. That looks appetizing. Steamed bilberry donuts. Could I use cranberries instead? Probably not. Honey and berry tea cake. Poppy seed babka. And we're getting down to the end. Homemade butter and dried apples. And we're getting down to the end. Wow. Summer kitchens. I think I have to own this. I have to give this copy back to the library, and I'll probably buy myself one because that's amazing. I don't own any Ukrainian cookbooks. Thanks for watching this cookbook look through and review. If you'd like to see more of them, find Cookbook Divas on our blog, podcast, website. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and we post these videos to YouTube. Thank you so much, and be sure to click like and comment if you see something you like, because you'll teach the social media algorithms to show you more of our posts. Bye.